In this video, I'll be reviewing what is quite possibly the best travel case on the market today for the Ronin-M. Stay tuned. What's going on, guys? Adam Ivy. Now, I've owned this, the DJI Ronin-M, for about 8 or 9 months now. It's a 3-axis gimbal for DSLRs and other types of cameras. I've traveled with it for about 6 or 7 trips now, I think. And even though you can break it down really easily, it's still a lot to carry around. With it having so many different precision parts and being a pretty expensive piece of gear, you don't just want to throw this into a backpack. So I knew right away after I bought the Ronin-M that I didn't want to use the original box to store it in. I didn't want to use the original box to travel with. So I immediately went online and decided to spend the extra money to buy a really nice travel case. There's a million different options out there. Well, maybe not quite a million, but there are several different options, all the way from super high end that's going to cost you hundreds of dollars, all the way to super cheap soft cases that have horrible reviews on Amazon and eBay. So after spending a couple days looking online, I stumbled upon a company called Nanuk. Now, they make hard cases. That's pretty much what they specialize in. I'll have all the links in the description box below where you can check out all their stuff. But coincidentally, the same week I was looking for a hard case, they introduced what they call the 950 Ronin-M. What the 950 Ronin-M is it's a hard waterproof travel case. Now, it's waterproof, but I don't think you should go diving or swimming with it. That might kind of void the whole waterproof thing. But anyway, it's waterproof for my usage, and it's an amazing case. I decided to order it and spend the extra money to make sure that the Ronin-M is going to be protected when I travel. It's going to be a good storage solution, and you could throw the thing off of a 3rd-story building and not have to worry about the Ronin being damaged. Quick disclaimer, guys, before the trolls leave comments down there saying that I'm getting paid to do this review, I'm not getting paid to do this review. Nanuk is not compensating me at all. It's my personal case, and I've had it for 8 months. So the reason I'm making this is because I absolutely love this case. I think it's the best on the market compared to what I've seen elsewhere. And I was originally going to do a review when I got it, 8, 9 months ago when it was shiny and brand new, pulling it out of the box. But I decided when it comes to a hard case, you want to know what the real world, capabilities are. You want to know how it's going to handle when you're traveling with it. You want to know how it's going to last, banging it around, throwing it in and out of the trunk of your car, rolling around on chutes, whatever. And this thing is held up extremely well. It almost looks brand new besides some scuffs because it is plastic after all. But it's super heavy duty. The thing is built like a tank, like I said. And I just want you guys to know that this is a genuine review. So I'm sure you guys are sick of me rambling by now and just want to see the case. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set up a couple cameras in here and show you piece by piece how I take apart the Ronin-M and all the different compartments that the Nanuk 950 case has, just to show you how easy it is to break this thing down and get it in the case. So let's get to it. All right, guys, so as you see, I have the Ronin-M in front of me facing camera 1, and to the right of me is the Nanuk 950 hard case open, facing camera 2. Hey guys. So you can see exactly what I'm doing. The thing I love about the DJI Ronin-M is the design. They made this thing so easy to take apart and put back together. You don't even need to read the instructions, even though I do recommend that, to put this thing together. It's very intuitive. It shouldn't take me long. I've never taken this apart facing the other way, but it should really only slow me down by a minute, not even. So to start, I'm going to take out the battery. Now the battery is on the back of the Ronin-M. Just a couple little screws. Loosen those up, pops up, slides out. As you see on the top layer here in the Nanuk 950, there's a slot right here for the battery. There's actually a slot for 2 batteries. The Ronin-M comes with 2 batteries, and if you have an extra battery, I'm sure that it would actually fit, because you could see that there's quite a bit of depth on top of here, so you could just kind of stack them, which I absolutely love. So right here is the next thing I'm going to take apart, is the 3-axis gimbal itself, the motors rather. As you can see, 1, 2, 3 axis. There's a little button on the back. It all slides out in one single unit. And here are a couple accessories that came with the Ronin-M that I always keep in the case, because there's tools and like a lens support right here. So as you see, this case is built for the Ronin-M, like exactly. You just slide it down in here. It's not wiggling around. You have these accessories here. You just plop these in. They don't go anywhere. And then when you pop the Ronin-M out, it's already set up and calibrated for the camera you were last using, so you don't have to what do you want to call it, so you don't have to recalibrate it as much. It's just a minor tweak. So next, I'm going to take off the side handles, which, very easy. Now the side handles go in the lower part of this case, which I'll show you in a second. So I'm just going to set these down for now. Just a couple little screws. Trying to keep it in frame, guys. That's why I'm doing it like this. Now these side handles also come off. There's two small screws, threads I should say, on both sides. They pop off. I'm going to set these aside. And what we're left with is this handle. Now this is this briefcase handle. If you're carrying the Ronin briefcase style, you're going to hold it on here. If you switch hands, usually you use this. This part right here goes right there. As you can see, perfect. It's essentially just match up the shapes. Now, also in the top part here is the plate for the camera itself. I didn't have the camera on the Ronin when I started taking it apart, but this slot fits perfectly down here. Also room for some wires for doing firmware updates and what have you. And then over here is actually where I put my monitor mount. So I have an external monitor for this, which I didn't show because I didn't want to show accessories that didn't come with the Ronin-M, but it fits perfectly in here, so it's really nice. So as you can see, it's the three motors, or the three brushless motors here with the gimbal, the main gimbal assembly, the two batteries, the briefcase handle, an accessory, and the camera plate on the top. And as you see, two handles here, heavy duty, you just lift up and out. So I'm going to set this aside and show you down here. So right here is the bottom, obviously. The Ronin-M comes with a remote control. As you see, mine's still in the bag. I've never actually used it, but this will actually sync up with the gimbal itself, so you can pan and you can tilt and everything, and either have someone secondary helping you, or you can have the Ronin on the stand or on a tripod with the stand and control it that way. Really, really nice to have. You can put it in here. Now, what I will tell you is that if you don't use this, you have a whole lot of room here for accessories, for chargers, for whatever you might have. It can even fit probably a 6-inch, I'd say a 6-inch safely external monitor with cables and whatever, like I said. But I keep this in there. You never know when you might need it. Slides in very snugly without being too tight. Now over here are 3 channels. As you see, that matches up with the handle, right? So you put one like that. And these aren't the handles, sorry. These are the actual rods that come out of the briefcase where you affix the handles to. So you have the handles here just to kind of help you guys identify what I'm doing. So these slide in here. Then the handles themselves slide in down here, one on top of each other in an alternating pattern, whatever you want to call it. I'm not trying to be fancy with it. This is the actual battery charger. I slide it right down here. Has plenty of space, as you see. Now for the last part, we're almost done, guys. For the last part, I'm just going to take apart the stand. The stand does come with the Ronin-M. Luckily, start with the bottom. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't make a big difference. All it is you pull this out. I don't know if you can see it. It's easier than it looks. I'm trying to do this for the camera. And there's like a bungee. So you pull it out, and there's like a bungee here to make sure that it stays taut. Then the same with the top. The great thing about this is that if you have a light stand, if you have a microphone stand, what have you, just slides in like that. See? Real compact. If you have a light stand, you can actually take this top part off if you would like to hang the Ronin at different heights or whatever, and not actually use the entire stand. So over here, this stand easily fits there, right? So you have the stand, the handles, the connection rods, the charger, the remote control. Then you put the top shelf back in. And like I said, you have some room up here for more accessories if you want to tuck some stuff down here, some tools, some cables, whatever. There's heavy-duty eggshell up here. I don't know if you could see it over here. There's heavy-duty eggshell. This is super heavy-duty foam. This is not going to fall apart. So when you close this up, these buckles here, super heavy-duty, guys. So you push it down, spring-loaded, then it latches up. So there you have it, guys. Every single piece has a designated place in this case, and it's ready for me to take it wherever I need to go. I highly recommend it. Again, it's called the Nanuk 950 Ronin-M, and Nanuk also makes super high quality cases for drones, other camera gear. I think they even sell empty cases with just raw foam, so you can cut it into any shape you need to harbor, I don't know if that's the right word, store your gear, travel with it, what have you. As always, guys, all the links will be in the description box below, where you can find out more information. You can find out all the specifications of this case that I didn't cover in this video. This was just a review to show you exactly what it was, give you my feedback on it, and show you that I've had it for 8 or 9 months, and this thing is a tank. This thing is absolutely indestructible. Not literally, gotta put that out there. But this thing, I could literally throw this off of the top of a 5-story building, and I would be confident that the Ronin wouldn't be screwed up. The case would probably be screwed up at that point, but the Ronin would be protected, and I'm confident in that. I've actually hunted down a better price than I paid for it, which is kind of annoying, but anyway, it's a win for you guys. And I'll have that in the link in the description box below. And if you haven't yet, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of my subscribers. It means the world to me. And I want to connect with you. So come find me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, what have you, at Adam Ivy. And until next time, you can find me at adamivy.com.